Hello, welcome back to the channel, and hello if you are new to the channel. Up the Reds TV with me, Andy Canbay. So this one is the Tottenham Hotspurs preview. We played them on Sunday, and that'll be, I think, the last game for the Premier League before Christmas Day. And I would imagine that Chelsea play before us. They play the Ev. I'd imagine Chelsea will beat Everton at Goodison and take the top spot before we play. So, well, that's the way I see it anyway. So let's get into it. Arne Slot's press conference. He was very jovial, very relaxed. Just throwing a few jokes about. On the injuries front, only two players not available. That's Ibu and Connor Bradley. The rest of them are back in full swing, which is really good. He praised the performance staff to getting the players back ready and getting ready to play games and get minutes. And he said that, look, it's not a case of just coming back. When you're fit, you have to work on other things and you have to come up to speed. So he was giving some credit to his performance staff there, which is nice, because you don't normally get that in the public domain. What you see is from some of the supporters, oh, well, he's fit now, he's ready to play 90 minutes, 100 miles an hour. Don't work like that. I mean, I've run teams where I've had players who've been injured, and in all the will in the world, you want them to be like that, but it just doesn't work in real life. It's not FIFA 24, 23 or whatever. So yeah, he was happy that Jota got minutes, Harvey got minutes. So yeah, it was in the last game against the Saints in the Carabao Cup. Just incidentally, just to mention that we play Tottenham home and away. Away first leg, and home is going to be the second leg. So we'll play them, if we don't meet them again in the we'll play them basically 5 times, is it, this season? Yeah, we're going to play them at home in the league, going to play them at home in the cup. We might get drawn to them in the FA Cup, you never know. And obviously we're got 2 away games with them now. The Carabao Cup first leg, and also the league game on Sunday. So yeah, Arne, he had a bit of a loving in his press conference about how he likes Tottenham Hotspur and how he watched it in on Match of the Day in the Netherlands. Back home, and he was rattling off the players, the players that, the Glenn Hoddles, Gareth Bales, Klinsmans, etc., all playing for the Tottenham team. And I was going, steady on, lad, we play him on Sunday. And then it dawned on me, he probably got interviewed, last season, or he was looked at last season as a potential manager before they got Ange from Celtic. So yeah, he was really giving it the old loving, which took me by surprise, really. But hey ho, each to their own. So yeah, he said, look, he thinks they've been unlucky in some certain games, and he thinks that they deserve to get a trophy this season, but not the Carabao Trophy. Obviously, he would say that with a wry smile. But yeah, we will see what happens on Sunday. I watched the game against Manchester United last night, and do you know what? If United would have taken their chances, I think it would have been a different story, because Tottenham are poor. They've got a 19-year-old playing centre half, and he's getting the plaudits and whatever. He's played the last 3 games there, but they are. I thought when Jurgen Klopp used to play a high line, that was the highest line I would ever see. But Tottenham with the free kicks right on the halfway line, and then 1 or 2 drop back so they don't get caught out. But yeah, but defensively, hopefully, when I name the team selection and why I'll name it and why I think that player should start, we should capitalise on them. It's never very easy going to Tottenham. There always seems to be something that happens. We get a crap referee who's card happy and gets sendings off. We get, 21 season when Harry Kane nearly broke Robertson's leg and he never got sent off, and things like that. And they always seem to, nothing to do with our performances. The performances have always been good, but something happens in the game, and it just turns its head. I mean, Tottenham in the league haven't won the last 3. They've lost 1 and drawn 2. So, or was it lost 2 and drawn 1? One or the other. But they've certainly not won. So, yeah, it is. It's a weird place to go to and get a result. Obviously, the Tottenham players will be on a high, but can they manage 2 high-intensity games like that in a space of 3 days? Now, we've rested our players. We've rested the big guns, and they'll all be back for the battle at the Tottenham Stadium, whatever it's called. So yeah. Look, he was asked in the press conference about slow start at the Fulham game. I didn't think it was a slow start. I just thought Fulham were okay. But then Fulham started doing the fouls, the rhythm was lost a bit, the sending off didn't help. So there was little things in that game, and Arne made that perfectly clear to... I think it was Dave Lynch, the reporter, who was asking the question. So I mean, we've had fast starts, haven't we? Man City, Real Madrid, Leverkusen. So we can do things like that if we want to. So it'll be interesting just to see how we control the game on Sunday. I'd like us to go 2 goals up pretty quick in this game, just to put Tottenham on the back foot. They have got issues there, but they play with 3 up front and attacking force, as well. That's how Ange wants his team to play. I don't think he's too bothered about his defensive, bits at the back, because their goalkeeper's 37, 38, Forster, and he was poor against United, I have to admit that, and we have to capitalise on that. A keeper of his age hasn't learned to play the ball on the ground because he's old school. So there's a point that we should really be capitalising on. And one thing I did notice from the Fulham game, and also from the Southampton game in midweek, is that we're getting to be a bit greedy when players are in a better position in the 18-yard box to finish off attempts, So a lot of hacking going on with the ball, as I say, and leaves other players frustrated. So I'm hoping the decision making is going to be perfect on Sunday, especially in the 18-yard box. When we're actually attacking the box with the ball at our feet. So that's really it for me, apart from Arne giving the academy a massive boost and saying how brilliant it is at this club, how the players are getting they're getting from the academy, and they're all ready to, battle for the shirt and play the way he wants them to play, and he can see that. And he said it's all good testament to the academy producing good players. Obviously Harvey, Trent, Curtis, Connor Bradley, and we've got Jaden Dans. So even McConnell, who's come, we bought from Sunderland, and he's doing well as well, for a Geordie lad. So yeah, my team, we have to go really strong, really strong. So obviously Ali in goals, Trent right back, Joey and Verge, Robbo left back. Midfield's an interesting one because you can play a number of players in there, but defo shoeing is Ryan Gravenberch. He has to be in there. And then it's a toss-up of Slobosly, Jones, Macca, even Harvey Elliott could do something in there. Now, Tottenham's is a big pitch. I'd love Curtis Jones to start and to control and dictate the game. I used to remember when fans were saying that he should do things a lot quicker when he was used to play under Jurgen Klopp. But you know what? He's having a really good season, and you can tell he does quicken the game up, and he also slows it down when it's getting a bit fraught. And I like that. That's a bit of maturity coming through from Curtis there. So, but yeah, we need to. Do we throw Macca in with either Slobosly or Curtis Jones? It's one of those for me. For his energy, it would be Slobosly. For Curtis, bit of his guile in there. Yeah, it's a tough one. You let me know in your comments down below after the video who you think should be in the midfield, because when I saw yesterday's game against United, there's so much space in the middle of the park, and all Tottenham players do is just run with the ball and hope for the best the nearer they get to the goal. So yeah, a bit of a conundrum one on that one for me. Up front, I would start Diaz on the left. I'd start with Jota and Mo. We need to be clinical in our finishing when we get the chances, and that's what I would do. And then as the game progresses, I'm not the manager, but it's what I'm sort of like seeing in a crystal ball. I'd then bring Cody on, move Diaz down the centre, leave Mo out on there, and see how that panned out. Like I say, the players have had a rest, so we really need to not be having any excuses of slow starts. We need to be out the firing blocks like we were against City, like we were against Leverkusen, like we were against Real Madrid, and see if we can control the game for 90 minutes and not rely on our second half performances. And basically, we need to get back to winning ways. With the last couple of games that have been draws, and Chelsea, who now I've said to you guys, are our main threat. We need to sort of like start winning some games and making that gap a bit stronger for us. Arne Slot did say, look at the team after we've played 19 games, because all the other teams will have played the same amount of games, and we would have a good look at the table then. So we're only, some teams, or most teams, are on 16 games already, and we're on 15. So obviously we didn't play the Everton game. So yeah, he wants us to have a look at the table and where we are after 19 games, which is a fair enough comment from him. So anyway, that's my preview for the Spurs game. I am actually going to the Leicester game on Boxing Day, which I'm really looking forward to, and hopefully, you know, after the festive drinking and eating, that Anfield is in full voice for the night game there. So yeah, that's enough from me. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please share and please subscribe. And let's start to grow this this channel Up the Reds TV with me, Andy Canby. There you go. Cheers, and I'll speak to you Sunday after. Actually, I'll speak to you on Monday, because it'll be late when I get back, and so the post match will be done Monday morning after my gym session. Up the Reds.